and welcome to FPL Daddy. Game week 25 is here. Before we go to the team selection, let's see how we performed in game week 24. Starting with defense, United has been inconsistent yet again. So the whole idea of having a double United defense was because they were playing Burnley, who hasn't been that good on the attacking front. But apart from that, I'm quite pleased with the Arsenal defenders actually getting us the clean sheet points. And Trent and Cancelo, as we all know, their points don't really matter because almost all managers have them. Coming to the midfield, Diego Jota was my second preferred pick after Kevin De Bruyne for captaincy because Leicester have been really bad at the back. But having said that, I'm quite happy with KDB too. And the midfield trio of Jota, Bowen, and KDB, I think, have been really important in getting us this haul. Again, coming to the attack, Edward didn't really feature. He came in quite late. We expected him to start the game. But a positive from that means that he will start the next game versus Brentford, which again isn't a great team on the defensive front. Ronaldo has blanked in 4 consecutive game weeks. So the pressure is mounting on him, and I don't think the managers will completely trust him too. So coming to the captaincy for the double game week for United, I honestly think that more managers will pick Bruno Fernandes ahead of Ronaldo. In fact, we are back in the top 10k after a 2 week break. So we were at 12,502 before this game week, and now we are at 9,213. Coming to the team selection for this game week, my team is pretty sorted. I already have 4 players with double game weeks. I still have to make a transfer, and this is where I'm really confused. So I have two options in front of me. Option number one is actually removing KDB. The reason I'm doing that is because KDB will most likely be rested for the Norwich game as they have an important Champions League game coming up. And a replacement for KDB will either be Mohamed Salah or uh, Bruno Fernandes. So I think I will go ahead with Bruno here, but the problem I am facing here is that I already have 3 United players in Harry Maguire, David De Gea, and Ronaldo. So I'll have to remove one of them to actually accommodate Bruno Fernandes. So, for, so my plan this week will be to actually remove KDB and Maguire and get Bruno Fernandes and a Brighton defender. I agree that the number one Brighton defender on your watch list should be Cucurella, but I'm not really with this move because I actually want to bring in a Lacazette for the double game week next week. Arsenal have brilliant fixtures in Brentford and Wolves, both at home. So I actually want to get Lacazette for those games. And if I get Cucurella, I can't really afford Lacazette. Let me just show that to you. So if you actually notice here, I have 1 million left in the bank, but we are not considering the fact that I will also be removing Bruno Fernandes and going for Mohamed Salah. So his price was 12.7, and this I thought would be the move, but he's risen to 12.9 now, and I think he'll go up even more after this game week. So we'll actually make the transfer immediately after the game week starts. So it's 0. I have a hit of 0.2 points here, so I can't really get Lacazette and Salah for next week. So that's the reason I'll actually be going with the right back of Brighton, which is Weltman. He's quite cheap. He doesn't really affect your squad going forward, and I think that's a better move to do here. And as far as attacking returns are concerned, Cucurella has been playing in the back three instead of the wing back, and Weltman again is a wing back, and secondly has the same attacking returns as Cucurella, which is just 1. but at least they have an attacking return. So this will be my move for this game week. I will post my team a few hours before the deadline on Twitter and on my Instagram handle, but this is the move I'm actually willing to make. Apart from that, I'm quite happy in my defense. I have Cancelo, I have Trent. And the other players I don't think need any introduction. Jared Bowen has been in the form of his life. Jota again will go nowhere because we don't know if Mane will be back yet. I think Jota will start this game too. Coming to the attack, I hope Edward starts. Uh, my captain here is Ronaldo, but I'm actually leaning towards captaining Bruno Fernandes this game week. And lastly, DCL didn't play in the last week, even though Damari Gray got injured. Calvert-Lewin didn't really come on, so I hope he starts this game week. And even if he does or doesn't, we are going to remove him in favor of Lacazette next game week because Lacazette has a double game week at home versus two favorable opponents. So this will be my strategy for this week and the next one. If you have any doubts, you can write into me on my Instagram and Twitter. And like always, thank you so much for listening to FPL Daddy.